Hi, this is Denise with Paper Crafty. I'm here today to share with you some ideas for incorporating Starbucks paper goods in your December daily. In my December daily, I incorporated Starbucks products in a few different ways. One was I made a page out of the Starbucks card itself. So I just lined the other side with paper, with lined paper for journaling. And you can see that right there. Another way I incorporated Starbucks products was I incorporated this little pastry bag, and I made it into a tag pocket. And I like to reinforce the bag, these little bags, with some kind of paper. In this case I used book pages, just to make it a little sturdier because these bags are kind of flimsy. And I also made a tag out of a Starbucks cup. I think this was a venti sized cup. And then the final way that I incorporated the Starbucks products was using this little gift card holder as a journaling spot. So it just has some paper in here for journaling. So today, I'd like to show you how to make this for your December daily. This measures, let's see, 2 3/4 by a little over 4 inches, and it fits really nicely into pocket pages, just like that. And you can pull it out and use it as a journaling spot. So you can put this in a traditional December daily, or you can use it in a junk journal style December daily like I made. But before we get into that, I'd like to show you how I deconstruct a Starbucks cup so that you can use these in your December daily. And not to be insulting, but it took me a ridiculously long time to figure out that the best way to wash these cups was to turn off the faucet, put this underneath the faucet, turn on the water, turn off the water, rinse it out, wash it, put it back under the faucet, rinse it out, and turn off the water again, and then dump it out. And in that way you kind of preserve this outer part, doesn't get all fuzzy. You're just washing the interior and the lip of the cup. Usually you don't even need the lip of the cup because there's usually a lid that's on top, so your mouth never really touches the lip. But anyway, I mean, hopefully that helps somebody else, because I can't tell you how many cups I've ruined or just made look not as nice because of them getting fuzzy on the outside. So let's see, without further ado, I think that I just want to show you kind of how I go about deconstructing these. First things, I use just this little straight edge razor. I got this at Daiso for $1.50, I think. And then a letter opener. And you can use a butter knife as well. But I just go along the edge of this and I start unrolling the top of the cup. And then I take my letter opener and I kind of wiggle it in there, and I very slowly and carefully just follow down along the seam. Okay, I get to right there and then I don't push it any further. Then I turn it over And I start with this, oops, this isn't locking, okay. All right, I'm gonna have to just hold it. I start with this straight edge and just cut around, hopefully you can see, I'm just cutting around the inner circle and following, you know, just using the cup, the lip of the cup itself as a guide. All right, and that just falls right out. Done with that. Then I go back with this, with the letter opener, and I kind of break that seal right there. And there we go. I take and I fold out this lip like this, and I fold out this lip over here, so it goes like that. And then I find, actually, then I just trim these off. So I'll trim along the edge of the cup like this. I do the same thing on the bottom. Just trim along the edge like this. Cut off all the not so pretty parts. And then I take, make sure I'm in, and I go and peel apart the paper, this colorful part, from this waxy lining. And I just very carefully, you can use your letter opener to kind of help stabilize if you'd like. And I just peel this off so that all of this waxy lining comes off. That makes this much thinner and easier to work with. And it's just like any other paper. From here on out, you can do all sorts of stuff with it. You can punch it pretty easily. You can make a little tab out of it. Let's see, where do I want the tab? Over here more. And taking that inner waxy lining off makes it much easier to work with if you're going to line it with lined paper and just incorporate it into your December daily that way. You can make a little tab like this out of it. So it's just much easier to work with once you've taken that inner waxy lining off. You can see it's just regular old paper. You can fiddle with it any way that you want. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make this for your December daily. I'm going to give you a few different ideas on how to incorporate these into your December daily. Now these, you get these gift card holders, you usually have to ask for them. Sometimes they'll ask you if you want one, if you purchase gift cards. You don't have to purchase a gift card to get one, but you know, they're free. They just give them out. But I had purchased a set of gift cards, so they gave me. I had to ask for them. I didn't even know they existed. But after going to one and them asking them, I then turned around and purchased some other gift cards at a different store and made sure to ask for them. Okay, so let's see. I just took some pages out of this steno notebook. You can use whatever paper you have. I just happen to like this because it's kind of a light green, and I just think it looks nice with the Christmas colors. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this at 2 3/4. You can make them you can make it smaller than 2 3/4 if you don't want the paper to go all the way flush with the edge of the of your little notebook. But I'm making it just shy of 2 3/4. Okay, good at that. All right, now I've got that many pages. I like this unfinished edge. So let's see, I'm gonna go in the first one that we do. I want to cover the entire back because you see it has this writing here. So I want to cover that entire section with paper. So I'm going to go in, this is slightly more than 4 inches, so I'm going to go in just 4 inches, put a little crease there. So as a guide. Fold it down. And then, let's see, this is going to be the first one, so this will be the longest. So I'll tear it all the way down there. Okay, just make sure this fits before I go any further. Let's see. Yeah, I probably could have made them a little bit narrower. I can do that later, but I can always trim them up afterwards as well. Okay, so I like alternating the pages so that you get kind of this waterfall effect. Doing this kind of quickly. Is right there. So I'm just going to trim that right across there, using that one as this bottom one as a guide. Okay, and then in the original one, let's see, I stapled it I stapled it like this, but then the open end of the staple was inside, so I'm going to do it the opposite way this time, so that the finished edge of the staple is inside. And I'm using the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher. Actually, roll this side up instead. And I just colored the staples with Sharpie, gold Sharpie, so that they're gold staples. I'm just putting one staple in there to keep it together, and I did it right along the crease. Get my glue stick and my glue book. And I'm just going to take some glue stick, and you can use whatever adhesive you'd like. This just happens to be what I have and what I like to use for this project. It just is a fast drying, quick appearing adhesive. Okay, and then I'm going to put this inside like that. Take my card. Just burnish that down like that. Okay. Got that. And then, you know, if you have some sticking out the edge, if you didn't trim it exactly even, you can always just follow the line of the card holder and trim up the edges a little bit, make it look a little cleaner. Okay. Okay, so there's your waterfall holder. In the prototype, I put I did some stenciling on the top. I'm not going to do that this time, but you know, you can decorate this top flap any way you want. I did cover up this to and from with some washi, so I'll do that again this time around. Just kind of quick and easy, going right over it. Now make sure you don't cover that hole, otherwise the you can't put the little flap back inside and close it up. Doing this one really quickly, and then I decorated this little flap right here. I think with this one I'm going to add a little tab as well. Just add this little tab right across the top here. Let me see how I want to attach it. In the back or over the top. I'll do it over the top this time around. And for this, I'm just going to use a little bit of art glitter glue. And I'm just doing the bottom edges of it because we want this to be able to open up. And if I glue here, then it won't be able to open up. it like that. Oof. All right, like that. That looks pretty good. Okay. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then when it opens up, you can still open it up like that. See, because this, I didn't glue right there. So you can still open it up. It's not great for writing though. I didn't think about that. Maybe I don't want to do it that way. Maybe I want to do it like that. And then that way it'll open up for writing. There we go. Okay. So, all right. So now I'm putting that all together. Attach this to the back right here. Okay, I like that. That looks good. And then you can open it up to write. Okay. And then there's several different kinds. Okay, it looks like my camera cut out briefly. So just to recap where we are, we've gone ahead and put the inner pages in. We added this tab to the back because we discovered if we put it on the front, we can't open it. And lay it flat for writing, which doesn't do much good for this situation. So I'm gonna add some doily to the front of this. And alright, so I'm just going to add the doily. I'm going to add it on this one all the way up to the top because I kind of made it look not so great with some the glue that's up at the top there. So I'm going to cover that up somewhat where I glued that. And then just burnish that. And trim. I'm going to go quickly just around the edges there just to get the majority off. And then trim, do a better job of trimming. Here. Okay. And then that will still go in like that, so that looks pretty. Hi, Remy. Okay, buddy. And then, as a final touch, I'm going to add a sticker right on top here. So, lots of different kinds of options for this. You can put a little candy cane sticker. You can put a little mermaid sticker, which I kind of like because it's a Starbucks theme. You can put a little flower. You can put a little one of those. Or you could just use a stamped image on top of it that's been stamped and and colored. And I can't seem to find the image that I made. Let's see. For this one, should I add that on top of that like that? I kind of like that pattern as a redundancy. Even just the white paper there would be really nice too. Okay, I think I'm just going to use this piece of paper. And you don't have to layer it up. You just use whatever you want on this. And go ahead and trim that as well. Okay. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's see what one of these would look like on there. I think I'm going to go with a mermaid. I really like this little mermaid. And it kind of goes with the Starbucks theme. I think I got this a couple of years ago at Michael's. Maybe it was last year. I'm not entirely sure. All right, this way she'll fit all the way on there. You won't see her tail when she's right there. I think that's cute, but it needs a little something right there too, I'd say. So maybe a little gem of some sort. Got these little star gems and let's see, a star pearl. Why do they make these little packages so difficult to open? Okay. And these I got at my local scrapbook store when we had scrapbook stores, so it's been a long time. I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac to attach this because it's chunky, so when I do trims or chunky kind of things like this, I either use Fabri-Tac or that looks cute. It kind of looks like a little starfish. So I either use Fabri-Tac or like a multimedia adhesive. All right, So I think that looks pretty good. I might leave it at that for now. So, you know, this is just some ideas. You know, you can use, like the prototype had, you can use, you know, just put a gem on the top. You know, you could get away with just putting a sticker like that on there. That would be cute too. But you know, you can layer it up. You could put some washi on there if you wanted, you know, kind of make that kind of a look. There's lots of different ways that you can embellish this, but I think they'd look really cute in your December daily. And this little tab kind of makes it easier to get it in and out of the pocket if you're using traditional pocket pages for your December daily. Just pull it right out, open it up, do your journaling, make your naughty and nice list here, and that's good. It gives you some area to journal if you want to hide your journaling, or if you have a longer story to tell, and you know you want to highlight the pictures, and then you know have people read the story if they want, but not necessarily, and you're trying to save real estate in your book, in your December daily. So anyway, these are just some ideas for incorporating Starbucks products into your December daily. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please hit the like button down below, and if you feel so inclined, subscribe to my channel. That'll let me know that you like these kinds of videos and want to see more in the future from me. So this is my very first process video for YouTube, so I hope you all enjoy it. Thanks so much. And again, this is Paper Crafty, Denise with Paper Crafty, and craft on.